So going so 'cause I know you with Evo. So how's the partnership business for you? Like you think that's a good thing to do? Like as a barber, let's have a shop and I partner with like a clipper company or any kind of company. Do you think those are good ideas?
It's a it's it's a good idea all the time to build relationship. It's always a good idea because you could only do so much by yourself in anything that you do, you know. And if you build the right relationships, both parties is going to benefit.
Right.
So, as a shop, it's always good. I'll give you an example. If you have a shop, you got 6 barbers. You got another shop that you're familiar with the ownership and the barbers in there. They got another 6 barbers. You all could come together and have an event, simple, based on your client base.
Right.
Okay, which is going to help your client base in general. Because if y'all on the same level, client wise and I would say skill wise and services wise, if you have a customer event or whatever the case may be, a client event, that's going to help your business overall because you got to turn into business minded, not individualistic minded.
Right.
And that's the difference.
Cool. And
Yeah.
and you're right. Like, so I think like those events, collabs, and all that partnerships, I think are good for the community and all that too. But I'm saying like another type of partnership would be like having a clipper company sponsor your barbershop. Like, how would you even start to do that? 'Cause I know you got partner relationships with all these people. So like, if I wanted to talk to like JRL Andis or whatever about how to sponsor the barbershop, or it may be a JRL shop, an Andis shop, or whatever company someone chooses.
Right.
How would you go about? How would you reach out to even start to do that?
I always suggest being out there. A lot of times, barbershop owners don't go to the events that show up in the area.
Gotcha.
They don't take the time. Oh, I'm not going to that because they don't do nothing for me. This event over here, like for example, me personally, right? I try to go to a number of events during the year, whether it's I'm vending or not,
Right.
just showing up, because you never know the kind of communication and relationship you can get just being in the building. Okay, you have to actually manage the expectation that you want. Like, okay, I go to Cosmoprov Miami, which that's a manufacturing event.
Yeah.
Not a manufacturer, but all the manufacturers are there.
Right.
So if you took your time, spent a day in that event and walked around and meet and greet and things of that nature, you'd be surprised if you approached a Stylecraft, all right, and you have a legitimate shop, a legitimate business, and let them know, listen, I'm looking to do this. How could we go about that? They will talk to you. They'll have a conversation with you, okay? And you'd be surprised. Everybody might not be with what you're saying, but somebody might be interested and say, we could do that, because they're always looking to do collaborations and get into the industry. They're always looking for that. But one of the issues, I'm gonna be honest, is that the shop owners and the people that represent that business are not versed in communication.
Right.
Okay, just put it, simple.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I got you.
they don't know how to communicate at that level.
Right.
Okay, everything doesn't have to be a low vibration kind of thing. You have to be able to get into the certain rooms,
Right.
to actually express what you want to happen for your business. And the first thing is that you got to consider what you have a business, and then you got to treat it like a business. Then
Right.
the aesthetics got to be right, because now if a Stylecraft say, okay, we're gonna come to your shop, does your shop look like Studio 286? You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So presentation is going to be very important. It's not that just giving away money or just want to attach their brand to something that's not up to par.
Right.
That's the thing, because brand is important. They don't want to associate themselves with a brand that is not aesthetically pleasing or is being ran properly.
Right.
So that's the first place, you got to start. Once you do that and put yourself inside those rooms, go to the events, go and speak to the event promoters, go and, show yourself. Nobody knows that you're there. Right?
Right.
So if you now show yourself in the places that the events are happening and the big conventions and so forth, you'll be surprised the kind of connection you're gonna make with other shop owners. You might be able to collab with somebody that's actually having a collaboration with a clipper company or another manufacturer, and do business with them, and then backdoor it or whatever the case may be, and learn something. Okay, but you can't have a business that's not run like a business, and then you want a multi-million-dollar business to come attach their brand to you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know,
I'm an owner now, so I guess I got to go outside.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah,
how about
that? he was talking to me.
You know
what I'm saying? So.
The crazy dynamic though, because a lot of shop owners, when I'm to and fro in the city, all right, and I communicate with a lot of owners, a lot of barbers, whether they're in salon suites or they're on booth rent or whatever the case may be, and a lot of times, even when I have events, they would be like, I'm not coming because I don't need to know that. I don't need this, and I'm like, that's not how you supposed to operate if you're in an industry.
Right.
I don't want to make it seem like you need to come to mine, but if that's your attitude, then how are you going to, actually improve?
Dave Chappelle said on a stand-up, he said, I'm Evil Knievel. I
Right.
get paid for the attempt.
That's how you got to look at it. You know what I'm saying to you? You get rewarded with the attempt.
Right.
And showing up, you'd be surprised. I promise you, you take the time out as a shop owner to go and be visible in your industry. Be visible in your industry. A lot of things is going to happen.
I told a lot of barbers this too, because I be hearing like people telling me, even before I got a shop, they're coming to me and say, oh, it's slow, it's slow, it's slow. I said, well, how long you been in the shop? They go, 10 years. I said, well, the shop's still there. So apparently the shop not slow, you just slow. So it's like look in the mirror and see what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
It's not me taking a jab at you, it's me being honest with you. Because somebody gotta tell you the truth, or you never go fix what's wrong.
Exactly.
What's wrong with your business. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like those little things right there is gonna improve you in the long run. You know what I mean?
Every time.
Like everybody wanna get themselves raises and all that stuff, which I'm not mad at that at all. But there's a way you go about doing it. And I wouldn't like me personally, I'm not gonna go up $20 if I got 40% retention rate. I don't got a lot of clients. It makes no sense. Like you've been cutting hair for all the years, but that's cool with experience. Now you gotta learn the business side of it to be able to do that and create a better experience for people. You know what I mean? Because like, you might hear people online saying, oh, I won't pay this, I won't do this. Well, that's not the person for you, because there's people who want to pay the price that you got in a whole nother pond. You fishing in a pond that's no longer good for you.
Right.
So it's time for you to move on from that well, go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are scared to do that because they think about what they're gonna lose over what they're gonna gain. You know what I mean? So I feel like those little things right there, just looking at the moment, taking a moment to like what it say, like purge. That's a pruning tree, I think. Prune a tree to make it grow, right?
To make it grow, right.
So you gotta do that to yourself too. Like every time you go and do something, all right, where can I improve to make this better to where I can grow? You know what I mean? I feel like that we don't do enough of that in order to get where we want to go.
So why do you think that that's the case?
I think a lot of it got to do with entitlement. Honestly, I think there's a lot of entitlement people have to where they feel like they deserve something they haven't worked for, or they may have feel like they worked for it, but they like I forgot what song it was. Like you came a long way, but you took the wrong way at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to figure out these things on this road to get where you want to go. There's going to be bumps and hurdles to go through these things. So you got to figure out how to get around these things or how to pave that hole. You see what I'm saying? So it's like those things right there. I feel like that people don't take time out to do work for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody can give you, because you may think you deserve this, but somebody can give it to you, right? And you'll see how unprepared you are for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, so that's when it comes to, oh man, I want this, but I wasn't even prepared for it. So now I can give you real quick, you think you're entitled to. Now, how you gonna maintain this?
Right.
If you can't maintain this, then you weren't ready for it.
Right.
But only you go be ready for it, you prepare yourself for it. You know what I'm saying? Because God will bless you, but he gonna prepare you at the same time.
The second part to that is there's a lot of fear.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fear of success, like you said, with the maintenance of it. Like, yes, I want to get it, but when I get it, can I hold it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now, the scripture tells you, so much is given, much is required. So now, once you get all of that, how are you going to maintain all of that?
Yeah.
And now you're afraid to lose it. So it puts people in an inactive mode, like fearful to even push themselves to get it, because they're like, man, I don't know if I could hold it.
So going back, oh, you remember the guy with the talents. So you give these people all this. You give people money. Somebody gonna invest it the right way. People you may gain a big profit off of it. You may gain a small profit off of it, but you made a move.
Right.
Versus the person who hold on to it and
Right.
still loses it anyway.
And it's gonna go.
Right, because the fear keeping you from selling forward because you got it, but I don't want to lose it. But not knowing you still losing.
You're still losing.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta. I agree with you that fear holds a lot of people back because like even when opening the barber shop up, like all my bills went up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So there's fear in that to like, can I maintain this? You know what I'm saying? But like, if everybody quit tomorrow, can I still maintain this?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I made sure that when I did this, I got a place that okay, I can do this on my own regardless.
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
who's here or not.
And that's important.
Yeah,
That's important.
and it's scary, you know what I mean? But you gotta, if you never walk through that door, you never gonna know the light on this side because you stayed where you're comfortable at.
Yeah.
And because the points where you hit the ceiling there, so you have to leave.
You gotta go.
You got to.
You gotta go.
And like you know, you will sink or swim.
We only here for a hot minute.
And I mean, hot, quick.
Quick. And living in a state of mind of regret or didn't give it your all kind of thing is a real problem for me.
Yeah.
Okay, because I actually, you know, it would bother me more than you know for me not to give my fullest, even if I'm holding on a string.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I have to know that I gave it if I had it.
Yeah.
I have to know that I gave all that I had so that I could sleep at night. If I don't do that, I'll be tossing and turning. And I like to sleep at night.
Yeah, and too, that's why I did this because I was in a suite. I didn't have to do a barber shop.
Right.
But I feel like that there's something I always wanted to do. I had to do it, and it started bothering me to the point to where like, yo, if I don't do this, I'm gonna regret.
You're gonna be sick.
I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, you're gonna be sick.
So at the end of the day, so like there's ways you could toss and turn while you're doing it, or you could toss and turn from not doing it.
I rather
But either way, you know what I'm saying.
You're gonna toss and turn.
Right. You might not get no sleep, but now there's one you're not getting any sleep because you're living with should I, and then you got it. And I was like, okay, now I gotta figure out how to maintain this now. And then once you figure out how to maintain it, you're like, oh, this is worth it. So now the next challenge is how can I make this even better than I had it.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm constantly moving forward. I got a lot of ideas with the shop. Even I even thinking about renovating some parts of the shop. I'm going for like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying?
You're already looking to move forward.
So it's like, and they be like, it look good now. I said, yeah, but it ain't to where I envisioned it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just those things keep me moving forward. You know what I mean? And then like growing up, I didn't just, not from my mom, of course. You know, your parents will tell you good. Hopefully, your parents tell you good things. You know what I mean? But it's like people always considered you to, oh, you ain't gonna do this or you can't do this. So when I hear can't, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna show you that I can. You know what I'm saying? Like I like when somebody say I can't do something. I'm like, I bet. I'm gonna see you in a minute.
I don't even hang around those people.
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now.
They don't gotta be around you. Somebody could just say something on some. I remember when I first left my shop. One dude, not the owner, but one guy came there. He said, he'll never get this amount of money for a cut. I was like, where? I thought,
say no more.
Like, why? and I did all that and exceeded that.
Right.
And to the point, and now it's like, oh man, he tripping. I said I'm tripping now, but at first I can't even get it. But when I was when I was in your price range, I was cool, but I grew from that.
Right.
In any career that you do, like it no matter what it is, the more time you put in, you get better at it, you get paid more money.
Right.
That's all every business.
It's a natural procession.
And then the crazy part, you hear people tell you, oh, he using the barbers, he using you to pay the bills. What job don't pay your bills? My job. So what I'm supposed to do with money from here? Not pay my, like every job pays your bill.
Where am I get it from?
Where I'm gonna get it from? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when someone heard that, I was like, when dude said that, I said, did you hear what you just said to me? Yeah. Like, bro, so what you do with your money when you just don't, who pay your bills? You don't pay your own.
How does your bills get paid?
Right. You just wishing they just get paid by wishes. I'm gonna wish this bill get paid.
Right.
I wish I could live like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wish my boyfriend get paid. I'm gonna wish this shop get paid. I'd make my money and go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a crazy dynamic, man. When we look at these things, man, it's you really gotta pause and consider all of these things when you out here.
Yeah.
You know, to really get you to be motivated and do the things that you need to do in your industry. You know, this entire thing is really something that is growing and it stay growing, it stay changing. So you have to, as a professional, take the time out to pause.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful industry. Like, I don't think people understand how beautiful it is what we do. Like, because it's not only with the freedom, it's the art, the creativity, the relationships. Everything you build within this thing could be a beautiful thing for you if you use it the right way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I love doing it. It gets overwhelming at times, but it's worth it. Especially because coming from a barbershop to a suite, back to a barbershop. So being in suite so long, you're not dealing with the public like that. You know what I'm saying? But then you get in the back in the barbershop, now you're dealing with the public again. And the public can be tough to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
Right. So as the owner, you got to wear a different hat to where now you got to take somewhat verbal abuse at times to keep your business afloat, because they may be coming at you from a place that you don't understand. Like, you don't know the people. So, like, they might be going off on you about a price or a service or something because they may not have it. They don't want to say that, so their reaction is going to be negative because they can't get what they really want. And you got to see that before you respond in a way to where you can make it even worse for that person. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think everybody got bad intentions. I think some people just want something and they really can't get it sometimes. You know what I mean? That's why sometimes I feel like, hey, man, I understand it's cool to offer specials to people. You don't lose no money doing specials. That's right. People understand discount. Every business do discounts. They didn't go out of business doing discounts. Right. Gain more business from it. You know what I'm saying? And some people may only come on discount. That's cool. But they still patronize your business. They still like it. So when they are able to afford this, they'll come regularly. You know what I mean? So it's just how you look at it. And at the end of the day, you still gotta treat people like people regardless. You know what I mean? Because integrity goes a long way in life. Period. Not just in business. It's just in life.
I agree.
Because there may be a couple of points where you may need some assistance. But again, man, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. I'm glad that I appreciate you inviting me again.
Oh yeah, man, it could be more.
At least you didn't ban me from your house, like
you always welcome here, man. Like I said, I only buy the flyer from you. You know what I mean? You come through and we get it done. Come through for the shop and all that.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
It's been like that for years now.
Yeah, it's a minute, right?
You can't awkward. I'm like, yo, break can't awkward for me.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot about that period in time when you was over there.
Yeah, that was straight.
First time I went out there, I was like, damn. I'm there driving you because you come off the highway, you still gotta.
You keep driving.
Yeah, you keep driving.
Where we going?
This dude is out here.
Take me to Tennessee.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's my guy. I was like, yo, you call me, I'm gonna show up, man. I'll definitely make it work. That's what we do.
No doubt, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So again, October 26th.
26th is a Sunday. Cool. Just look out for the post. Look out for the marketing for that. Always remember My Supply Guy. We have a location in Duluth. Website is mysupplyguy.shop. Now the app is My Supply Guy on all platforms. You can reach us every different ways. Instagram is My Supply Guy ATL. Look us up. Follow. Send us some flowers, something like that. We take flowers.
You got TikTok?
Yes, we do actually. I'm not the social media head, but we do have a connection with our platforms with TikTok and all of them, Facebook and everything like that. So whatever we post on IG goes to TikTok.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? So it's My Supply Guy on TikTok too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So don't forget, My Supply Guy is here for the industry, and we always look to contribute and make the industry better. All right.
All right. I think this is episode 13. It might be 14. I forgot. But it'll be out soon.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that, right. Man. Looking forward to that.
All right, man.
It's going to be great.
Every time. No doubt, man.
Yes.